Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cut, and I'm going to finish up the journal today. I'm pretty sure, because it's almost there, I have all this paper sticking in there because I've got things to do with that. So I have some Happy Mail, and I wanted to open that up, see what we got. This is from Sammi Jared, and she's here on YouTube. If you haven't checked out her channel, do that, because she does some great work. She's on my design team. And I'll try to remember to link her, although you know I stink at that sometimes. Some purple tissue. And a note for me that I'll read. Oh, I want to see though if it feels handmade, so I just want to show you guys at least the front. Oh, it's a birthday present early. That's so nice, Sammi. Thank you. Oh, that's so nice. That's so pretty. Sparkly purple. You're like really early. This is cool. My son says not really.
2 weeks.
There's some piano paper there. And she's made a cool like envelope out of some nice silky, it feels like wrapping paper. So that's a great idea to do that. So let's see what's in here. Oh my goodness, a nice loaded pocket. Wow, it's really loaded. It's heavy. So looks like she's used like a manila file folder, and she's got one of the little tabs there, and it's just full of all kinds of ephemera. Ah, my name's on there. And then a nice little, you know, like to put in the corner of a journal or something, corner of a page, a little cluster, that's the word. And a little flash card. And then bicycles. These are great, Sammi, because all this stuff, of course, is very useful. These are both from my Digis. This one's from Buttons, or no, Easter Bonnet. This one is Antique Posy, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, it starts to get like a blur when you make them all the time, and then when you have a few of them, it's hard to remember all their names. They get all confused. Oh, this is from Lulu. Very cool. I really like, she did a great job, I think, for somebody her age. That's a cool frame. This is nice with the three. I thought it was one pocket at first, but there's another pocket there. Very cool. And then it's got loaded little pockets inside. These are great. Awesome, awesome. This is from my Winter Wonder Digi. I've had lots of people ask me about that, so that's where that lace is. It's in that Winter Wonder Digi. And some strawberries and a book cover. Those make great like labels and frames and stuff. Very cool. And that's its Antique Posy as well. Super fun. And Tim Holtz is always fabulous. And Burns. That's there's an image kind of like, I don't think that one is in my Digi. These mushrooms are cute. Very nice. A playing like card. Yeah, a playing card. I've just never seen them like that before. That's pretty. Oh, this is neat. This book belongs to book plate. That looks like probably Rachel, I think. I'm not sure. I don't have that one, so I'm not sure. And then just some scrapbook paper. Love that scrapbook paper. Ay, ay, ay. Love loaded pockets. They are super fun. All the goodies inside. I love the variety. That's really fun. So that's that. This is just really cool. And I'm sure she has a video. I just haven't had Time to watch everybody's everything. I really try to keep up. Very nice. Happy birthday wish there. And a little envelope that hasn't been sealed, so you can leave it opened or seal it. So pretty. That's a real old envelope. You can see where it's been torn apart. That's cool. And another image. Those are my Digis as well. Very nice. Thank you so much. That's just amazing. And this is really cool. So this is one of those paper bags, you know, with the print on it. And I think I'm just going to try to slide this off. And then a pretty rose image there. Look at the bumblebees. That's so cute. Love that. Some Tim Holtz. Collage. Very nice. And then, oh, this is a smart way to do this so it kind of secures the paper bag. So she's got a manila file folder. In here is like the first page of the signature. And she's just 3 whole pamphlets stitched the papers in. Very nice. This is the manila drawing paper, and this is that faux coffee dyed paper you can get on Amazon, and I usually try to remember to link that. Sometimes I forget. This is, I'm not sure, coffee dyed paper, but it just looks different for some reason. I guess maybe it's just the way it's cut or something. Very pretty. Great little, you know, journaling, just a quick one you could easily stick in your purse or whatever. That's so cool. And then this end she's cut open so that you can put journaling card and some ephemera, real ephemera on that one. Very nice. Thank you so much, Sammi. You really did not have to do that, but I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Very kind and generous she is. She's always sending lovely things. I'm gonna not try to tie that back up right at the moment because I'll probably mess it up. Love the purple paper clips. We have that in common that our favorite color is purple. I think she uses it more than I do though. I don't know why I don't. Alright, that was awesome, Sammi. Thank you so much. Very, very kind. I really appreciate it. Alright, and it'll be fun to play with all those cool pieces of ephemera in there. So what I'm kind of thinking, I'm going to use that seed envelope flip thing that we made yesterday. Trying to use up scraps. So I have a piece of coffee dyed paper, and I got this from Cindy at Chopwood Creations, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to put that here and have it so it opens, and that's from Carol Law, is where I saw that idea. And she does some beautiful journals, so if you haven't seen Carol, go check her out. She's just Carol Law on YouTube. So I've just taken one piece of book page, a really nice soft one, and just put a piece of Medieval Mirage scrap that I had. Still, you know, trying to use up scraps. And I'm just going to ink around it. I need to put a backing on it though, which I did not do yet. So let's see if I have another piece of something to put on the back of it. I mean, it's got that plain there, but I want the whole thing to have some plain spots. So yeah, I'll show you guys the cover and stuff in a minute. I just want to do some of these. I need to move it though. That won't work. So you won't be able to see anything. This girl is in the Medieval Mirage kit that I'm using, but this particular image I got off of Pinterest because, you know, I just wanted just her, and so I found the original painting on there. So I decided I would just, you know, print one out and use it. I'm kind of wondering if I want to do it like, I just don't want that to rip weird with that book page hanging out like it is. Let's see if we can do this without messing it all up. Probably not. Just gotta hold it down, which is not always easy, and it ended up ripping some of it off of there, but I think that'll be alright. We can always cover it with another piece of something. I'm gonna try going this direction instead. Nope. Probably should have torn that first, huh? And if you let the glue dry all the way, it doesn't do that kind of stuff as bad. So, but when I'm, you know, trying to do videos and stuff, you're trying to do it quicker, and then that happens. But we can put a little something over that. Yeah, I hope you guys are all having an awesome day. That was a lovely little surprise to get, Samantha. Thank you. Super nice. So, yeah. We got Mother's Day coming up. Don't forget, people. Don't forget your mom. It's gonna, hopefully, we'll be able to, you know, like take Mom out to dinner or something. That would be nice. I don't know if that'll happen though. That's kind of soon yet for going out to dinner, but at least maybe get to like hang out together or something. Just depends on where you are, I think. We did, our governor, Brad Little, spoke yesterday, and they're loosening up some of the restrictions a little bit, but we still have to stay in for 15 more days, so, which, I mean, at this point, it really doesn't matter, but actually I want that to be the top. And I want her there. Don't know what else with her, something. And I can't make it very, like, lacy or anything because it's going to go in and out of that little pocket flip. But maybe a little music paper or something behind her. That's not going the right way. Yeah, that was kind of just a stroke of luck that I found that lady, because I was just like, you know, looking at stuff. I wasn't like particularly looking for her, but just found it. I was looking at other kind of French images and stuff. I want something that looks kind of interesting, you know. Like these are a little more. I want the music going the long way is what I was trying to get, so that's why that was so. I could kind of do even like that. I want to over or under. Decisions, right? I think I might like it over. It's not like it's covering anything important. She's just her desk right there. I think I'll do something like that. I'm going to ink it all, and I'm going to go around the edge of the oval with my scissors. Yesterday we had thunder and everything, and that was crazy weather. And today it's nicer, of course, because my husband was home yesterday and could maybe go sit outside for a little while. But no, now he's back at work. I mean, he was still working yesterday, but like I said, he's been taking a little bit of time here and there if he can, because they haven't been totally crazy for a while. It's kind of just crazy in the beginning because of like setting up and getting all ready and trying to figure out, you know, staff and just all those kind of things that you have to do in those sort of situations. And trying to finish up cases that the doctors wanted to get done before they said they couldn't do anymore, and just all that kind of stuff. So it was crazy for a while there. Luckily that's calmed down. Oh yeah, I was going to do that over the top, huh? See how fast I forget. I don't want to get glue on her. I do that and I get it right on their face or something, around the whole image. Oops, I cut the glue. I hate it when you cut the glue like that and then I still get glue everywhere. Making messes. Put it down a little so you can see that rose up there. Well, she's stuck down for sure. Not going anywhere. I like that, under there like that. Always got to do it, make a mess. Alright, let's see. I have these neat stamps from Medieval Mirage. You can hear music. I know you're not supposed to. My daughter has to listen to music for her orchestra class, so. I mean, she doesn't have it loud, but just every once in a while you might hear it a bit. Don't know. Don't really like that there. I'm going to stitch around it, so that will help. I just don't want to add fabric or anything because it'll make it too thick. So let's leave that like that for now, and then if I think of something else I want to add, I will. Oh, that's right. I was going to put this on the back, wasn't I? Oh my goodness. See how fast I forget that stuff? Well, we're going to do something like that with the next one, so right now I will just put her in here. Such a dingling. I mean, I could still add that, but then it'll be so thick. Don't tell me it doesn't fit in there now. Yeah, what's it getting stuck on is what I'm trying to figure out. There's nothing inside of there. I'm caught on that. Because this one's not one of the window ones, so there we go. Now it's fine. Okay, I'll show you guys the cover real quick because I forgot to do that. So I worked on this, I think, for about 4 hours yesterday. It's amazing how you think it'll, you know, won't take that long, but it always does. But anyway, you guys kind of saw yesterday I had the tea towel underneath and I stitched fabric just here and there. And so see, this is where you can see that fabric, and that's why I did that. So, because I knew I was going to use this lace and I know it's see-through, so I just left some little parts. And then you can kind of see bits of the purple, and then that's more blue there. And then I covered it with this big doily that comes all the way down like this. Well, it was hanging out the top too, and I didn't want to cut it because, as we all know, they unravel. So I folded it over, so it's folded over all the way around like that. There's another piece of nice embroidered lace here hanging off the corner, and it does go off the edges, and there's lace, you know, hanging up and stuff. But so how I do this is I take pieces and I just kind of put a piece on, and then I'll stitch it all the way around, and then I add another piece and stitch it, and you know, I just do it like that. So it takes a lot of back and forth, and that's why I don't do it on film, because like I said, it took me probably 4 hours to get it all the way I wanted and everything. So it's kind of a, wouldn't be very fun to watch, I don't think, because I have to keep stopping and sewing and coming back and then leaving again, you know, it's just that kind of thing. So anyway, this is the end product, and it'll have some nice this ribbon tied around it for its closure. So that is that. And then I added a book plate right here, and I'm not going to flip through the whole thing right now, but we'll go back to where we were working. And on this side of this flip, I like this on this blue paper, so I'm going to glue that down. But we are going to cover part of that flap with this, which I'll show you what I'm going to do in just a minute. So let's get that glued down, and I know it's in the way and you can't see, I'm just putting glue on the flap over here. That is right there. So it'll flap open like that, and then you can get the card. And I did put a jagged thumb hole there so that, yeah, you can get your hand in there. And on this side, I'm going to remember to do this right. I'm going to glue her to this. And these images, these big frames like this, are in Joff's kit. So let me get her glued down first. Let me go around the edge here. Get this edge anyway. And then we'll do the height as well. You guys see okay? I just don't want to be off camera. Okay, so that height should be good. Oh, yeah, I can't pick it up. I know I keep doing this after just one time, but I really don't want to get the glue on the images. I can't believe I forgot to use that coffee dyed paper on the back of that. Such a ding-a-ling. I mean, I can use it for something else, but seriously. Ding-a-ling. Come right to the edge. No, that's wrong because I already had my height, didn't I? Yes. Almost messed up for the second time today, and it's only been 26 minutes. Oh, my goodness. I can definitely show you how not to do it. Alright, so that is on there. Make sure we don't have air bubbles. And we're going to fold this over. Hopefully I'll have a little bit to tear off so I can have a torn edge over there, but it's almost the perfect exact size. So I'm just folding right, you know, next to the edge because I just want it essentially the same size as this. That creased well. This is going to be interesting how to do this. Alright, yeah, that might work better. We'll see. Okay. So then we have, you know, essentially a little booklet. I'm going to ink it first before I glue it down. These are really beautiful. There's quite a few of these large ones like this in this kit too. And this is the Baroque Beauties by Medieval Mirage. So at least that one I didn't rip all the back up. Yeah, I couldn't believe how long that took me yesterday. Well, I mean, you know, part of it's making up my mind, which is another agonizing thing that if I did one on camera, you guys would have to watch, is me changing my mind about which fabrics I want to use and all of that. But yeah, that's basically all I do. And then I kind of just glued the whole thing down because I didn't have a way of stitching it onto the cover with the order of how things go in there, because you've got to get all the inside part done and stitched in to cover the strings that are tied back there, unless you want them out. If you want them out, then you don't have to do that, but if you don't, then you have to, you know, do it in a certain order. I'm going to put glue on the back of this. Oh, and I want to show you guys. One of my subbies, Gloria Carpenter, she took pictures of her hyacinths and kind of made like a little digi. This is lace and there's some ferns and stuff, so we're going to use that on the tag that's going to go in that back pocket. So thank you so much. That was so nice of her. She contacted me and said I made just a one-page little thing with pictures of my hyacinths. So that was super awesome and kind. So thank you so much. It's like double happy mail, right? Alright, so we're going to line this up on here. I just like to cover these flaps. I don't like it when they're just there. I don't know why, but I don't. So now you kind of have lots of little places you can write. And there's like a little bump right there because of the envelope, but I mean, it's not that bad. And then that with having this over it, hopefully closed, you know, it's gonna not wrinkle once it's dry all the way. All right, so we got those two done, so that's kind of a fun little thing. And then back here, I've got this ready to go in the right size tag. And we'll use this. So lovely. I'm going to use this side just because I might add other things. I don't want to cover that up, but let's see what we got here. All very pretty though. Oopsie. Looks really pretty with the lace behind it. I love hyacinths too. They're one of my favorite flowers. But again, another thing that's kind of hard to find, you know. I was amazed at how little there was. I'm actually going to go ahead and kind of tear this roughly. It's this here. And what else could we put with that behind? I put that up at the top. It's too short, huh? Well, we can try tearing it and see what we end up with. You know what? I have one that's on regular paper. Let's use that one. I could use that too. Maybe I'll use that one, then I don't have to tear that other one up. I've got this purple doily. Did I back this one? I did. I was going to say I could put the coffee tied paper on the back of that one. Let's put this up here. Tear that piece off. I think I got it upside down now, but I'll flip it over. Just need the size. Let's go like that. Put that one down. Yeah, I'm really pleased with the way that journal has come out. I wasn't too sure. I felt like I was struggling a little bit, which, you know, I kind of do at some point with every journal, it seems like. I don't know what that's about. But I couldn't figure out what to do for the cover. That can sometimes be my hardest part. Now I've got it upside down again, do I? Yes. I think. No. If it's upside down, I'm sorry. Horrible at that. I'm going to go around this. This is just a little, like perfume label with little bees on it. Hardly have to use any glue, and I managed to stick my fingers together. going to use a bit of this kind of over here. I think those are from Denise at Wondubar Crafts. I think they're in her spring little kit thing that she did last year where she dyed all different papers in Kool-Aid, the Kool-Aid dye. These are lovely, Gloria. Thank you so much. That was so kind of you to do that. I know that's a lot of work. Super nice. Best subscribers ever. Always thinking of me. Right. And I will stitch around it and put a little lace or something up at the top. I need ink. And I've done a lot of these without cutting them into a tag shape. I don't know, it's just the way I want them for now. Alright, that turned out pretty good. Like it. So that's going to go in that back pocket. And I might stitch around that before we're done, but I did, this is that new Digi of mine, the 18th century coloring book, and I messed up when I first told you guys about it and called it the 16th century, because I always do that. I get them mixed up. You know how that works. So anyway, but this pocket is in that Digi, and so I just cut it out and I added fabric here and stitched it on before I put it on there, obviously, or I wouldn't have been able to put it on there. But yeah, so that's that, and it'll have a little lace up there at the top. And then I need to see where else I need stuff. I think this one's got quite a bit. It just needs to lay flat. Like that there. Just kind of quickly going through and seeing where I don't have very much of anything, you know. It's actually looking pretty good. That needs to be glued. So that is just a doily that I glued onto old book page and cut it out. And then cut it to fit right there, and then that's that Digi, the 18th century coloring book, but I colored that one. Okay, right in here somewhere. There's quite a few. I have this. What do I do with it? Kind of have two things. I have her. I thought that's from the collage page that I did. I have this tag with that beautiful window in it, cathedral type window. I thought I would make that a pocket. But I might want to stitch around both of those. So maybe let's do this one first. This is a little thing, and I'm not even sure how well it's going to work, but we're going to try it. To like go on a page just on the corner And I've done little things like this before. This is just sort of a different version. So you can decorate all this and just have some little tags that go in there. So I think we'll decorate that. And then we can put, I have some Medieval Mirage tags that are already not necessarily done, but they're backed and stuff that I thought might fit. Oh yay, I think they will fit. I'll have to stitch that after I decorate it. So let's get that decorated, then I can kind of stitch everything and come back and show you guys. So this is the Dodd Gifts, which that's a lovely Gothic legend is what it's called. What did I do with my tarot ruler already? Such a dingling. I'll put it away. Telling you, it's bad. It's getting worse. I'm just going to kind of collage on this, however, with some of my scraps from doing this whole thing. And we're going to kind of do, you know, each side because I want it to be able to fold down the middle there. Lisa Dodd contacted me the other day and thanked me and everything. She's a lovely lady. So definitely go check out her shop. Alright, what else could we put on there? I don't know. Kind of out of the whole sheets of paper. Just have pieces of stuff left, kind of. This. Go on that other side over there. Just making more scraps. What are you doing to my cat?
I'm carrying you.
He's growling at you. Tasha does not like to be held, so like, it doesn't matter who. If anybody carries him, he's growling. I don't know what that's about, but it's just a cranky little thing. Cranky, cranky. He needs a bath, is what he needs, and that is absolutely not fun at all. Because he'll take you out. Which I guess is understandable, because cats and baths is probably not the best thing. Oh, so what this is just a book page. Sorry, I didn't even tell you guys what I did. It's just a book page that I folded up this way, like that's a pocket, and then folded this way. And it'll just depend on the size of your book page, really, on what, you know, you end up with. But that is how I did it. Oh, this blue would be kind of good. And this is just images I found on New York Public Library. They're like old embroideries, rugs, and things like that. Should I put it on this side maybe, since there's not much color over here? Yeah, I kind of like that. So you could do each side entirely different from each other, or you could make them match each other. It doesn't really matter because they're going to be on separate pages. Which is kind of fun. Maybe music on that other side. I have. Oh, there's some music there. That one's really jaggedy. Glad those tags fit, otherwise I had to make tags too. I kind of thought they would because they're those long skinny ones. And I want the treble clef at the top. And I can trim it off. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's going to lay down onto the page, so it's not like a big thing. I'll ink it, but see, go like this. I don't want to take just a little bit. I don't think they need to be quite that high. Yeah. Could fold it down. That would work. Okay, what do we want to put on those? Maybe more of this blue I do like. That. I know it's supposed to go the other way, but I don't think it really matters. Doesn't to me anyway. Okay, let's see what else can we use on there. I have these pieces like this, and I kind of like the idea of just using part of it. It's narrower than that, obviously, but and these are Medieval Mirage, Medieval Missives. I think it's part 4. This one, like this, is Medieval Odyssey. Okay. And I'm just going to glue that flap down because it doesn't matter, but it will strengthen that pocket for the tags going in and out, that kind of thing. It's a little bit long. Use my crazy scissors to try to snip a little bit of that off. Sorry, and I'm shaking the whole camera. Just because I know if I try to rip it, I'll probably make it worse. Maybe not. Okay, let's get this side done. Need something under there still. That's what I went looking for and got sidetracked. Just use that. lots of music on this side. Just want a little something down there. I don't know why, but just need something. Okay, so I'm going to stitch around everything, and then we will glue it onto the page. And I'm going to put the blue window there just because I think that goes. And that one's going to go there. These need to be inked. They're backed, yeah. Yay. Glad I made those. That was fortuitous. And I'll stitch around all the tags and things, and then I'll show you everything when I come back. All right, I will be right back. Okay, hi, I'm back. So, I've done all the stitching of things. See this, what I would recommend if you're gonna do these is to stitch very small and like not a zigzag or something, because otherwise you won't be able to get these in the pockets. So try to keep them small. All right, so let's see here. We will put the lady back in the pocket, and I just did a zigzag all around there. This envelope wants to fight me for some reason on every time. That little edge right there. So I think I'm going to put a little glue right here because I think it's kind of not grabbing it. We're going to solve that if we don't glue the envelope shut, right? Oh, I had it and then I moved my hand too fast. Okay, that's in. And that's done. And we're going to put the pocket, or the tag in the pocket back here if I put my glue away. And that one I zigzagged a small zigzag around with some nice blue, purpley blue lace. It's old lace, and I think it's actually like was meant to be blue, but then, you know, it faded and stuff, so it's got a little blue tinge to it. I mean, it was meant to be blue and turned a little purple, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, and I did this pocket. It's like a tuck, actually. So we can find a place for that and find a place for our little side thing. What am I doing? She's getting pretty stepped. This one would probably work here. I don't know if I like that better, but let's try this and see what it looks like here. think it's too much blue for this page. Oh, that wouldn't be bad, actually. Yeah, I kind of like that. So let's do this one on this page. Just a little something. And you could, you know what you could do is just glue top and bottom, and you could tuck stuff in there too. Well, maybe I'll do that, and that way Victoria will have the option of doing that. So I'm just gluing at the top and the bottom. We shall see how it works. It's always tricky with these things that go on like this. You don't want to bend your page or something. Okay, I'm going to let that set a minute and just kind of put these in here so we know that's where they're going to go, and we'll come back to that in a moment after it dries. Just want to make sure I kind of got stuff everywhere. Seemed like it was around here somewhere. Here? Yeah, I like that better. Yeah. So I need this side and the bottom because it's just going to be a tuck. Sorry, I'm like all the way off the page. This is the tricky part when you have the whole journal working in here. I don't want it coming off. Okay, let's go back and check on that one. This in here. And there. And then, you know, you'll have a little tuck there, Victoria, that you can put whatever you'd like into on those little spots. So those are kind of fun little thing to have. All right, so I think it's just about done. I might do a few other little things because, whoa, it's getting very fat. And then the next time you see it, it'll be the flip through. So it'll be all ready to go. So I hope you guys have an awesome day, and we will chat again soon. Thank you so much for everything. Bye-bye now.